Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you briefly about Mini Challenge 5, which is happening right now on the Zero Bio Discord. It's not being run by me, it's being run by Raven North. As you can see here, it's about a device, a talisman, or some gadget or gadgets that interact with the supernatural, the dead, spirits, ghosts, that kind of thing. And it mentions here that I will do a review video when it's done. All right, so it's a mini challenge, and that means it only has been running for a few weeks, and it ends on March the 31st. You can see down here it's March the 26th, and this is where you find it on the Discord itself here. Blender Mini Challenges, MC Whips. It's down the page a little bit because there's been some other. This is Mini Challenge 5. You post your whips here, so there's a number of them in there, including some of the stuff that I've done for the challenge, and then the renders will go in here. And so I wanted to talk to you about what I've done, and later on we'll feature everybody's work when the challenge is over. And so I'm going to show you a few of the assets that I've created. So I haven't done this on video, I've just done it on the side, but I will talk about them a little bit, and if you have any questions about how I did something, feel free to ask. So this is the Autopsy table I modeled in Blender. It's very simple, but modeled in Blender and textured in Substance Painter. And I will do a video later on about creating these type holes. You'll also see that in another asset, because in the past I may have tried to do this in geometry, which is just an insane thing to do, and of course it's done in texture. So if you are relatively new to Substance Painter and don't know how to do that, I'll show you how to do that. So there's the Autopsy table, textured and ready to go in the scene. Here's another one. This one is the cholinergic gas cylinder. The idea is that I'm doing a morgue scene. As you can see, the title over here is Morgue. And what happens is they take one of the dead bodies, put on the autopsy table, and use these canisters to spray a mist of sort of nerve gas, which is supposed to revitalize the nerves and help to bring the body back to life. All right, and as you can see here, modeled in Blender, textured in Substance Painter again, there are these holes. This is where the gas would come out. And once again, this is something that I'll show you. It's very basic, but it's something that you need to do depending on the style of modeling you're doing. You need to know how to do that in Substance Painter. So it's very easy to do, and I will do that in probably the next video. All right, so there's the gas canister. Here is an EKG machine that I modeled, and what I'm trying to show here, other than the various knobs and parts of the machine itself, is the fact that over time there was no signal, and then all of a sudden there's some kind of activity indicating that the body is coming back to life, or the organs at least. As well, we have some injectables. So here's an old style needle and some vials. This would be adrenaline or epinephrine, and that would be injected into the body. So we got the cholinergic gas, we've got the EKG machine to monitor, we've got this chemical, and together those are supposed to bring the body back to life. And of course we're going to need things like lab carts and various pieces of equipment. Now I don't have that much time, so I've modeled a scene, and I would have liked to put more into it, but I don't have the time or the energy to do all that. So I will give you a little sneak peek to what the scene is looking like so far. And there's really not much more than this anyhow. But I will show you some other renders when I do the final render review. But you can see we've got the areas where the bodies are stored. We've got that lab cart there with a couple of things on it. We've got some cabinetry here, some lights, and a vent of some sort. We've got the autopsy bed with an old sort of bloody sheet on it, with more medical vials there. There's the EKG machine. You can't see it very well in this particular shot. Here's the cholinergic gas on a little stand. This is roughly where the head of the body would be. We've got a sort of a panic button. And there's a couple of other things in the scene in various angles. So if you want to see more, then tune into the review video when the challenge is over. It's over on March the 31st, and a couple of days after that, I'll gather all the renders and put a video together. So I want to thank Raven for running this mini challenge, and for him and anyone else who contributed to coming up with a pretty cool theme, because as you may know, this is the kind of stuff that I'm enjoying making these days. It's these grungy kind of almost like apocalyptic or dark scenes anyhow. All right, so modeled in Blender, textured in Substance Painter. There'll be more to say on this mini challenge and some of the things that I did coming up soon. All right, so thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.